evening and warm welcome for the third Shikhar conclave. I remember the first Shikhar, we had 10 partners who qualified for the contest. Last year we had 14 partners qualified for the contest. And I'm happy to announce that today we'll be felicitating 25 partners in the Shikhar conclave. And we're looking forward to many more partners in this financial year as well. So let's see how the year has been. So last year we said that we crossed 1,000 crores on March 23. This year we have seen 49% growth in the mutual fund AUM, and overall AUM grew about 47%. And now we have crossed 1,500 crores as of March 24. But most important is those 25 partners who have done well. If you look at their growth, their actual AUM in mutual funds went up by 85% in last financial year, 142% in SP, and overall 69% their AUM grew. So the partners who are getting awards today, they have really grown their AUM last financial year. Talking about their revenue, so we mentioned last year the market was rough, and still our partners could grow their AUM by revenue by 31% in last financial year. This year market has done well, and all the partners across DWM have grown their revenue by 33%. But again, the most important is that those 25 partners who have done well, if you look at their revenue in mutual fund went up by 53%, almost 200% into structured product, and overall their revenue went up by 63%. And I strongly believe that's the power of this proposition and a platform. So well done. Most important factor which helped us to do well last financial year is the model portfolio performance. And we all know that last year we changed our model portfolio. We increased our small cap allocation from 10% to 30%. And of course, this was backed by strong data. And most of you, all the partners, all the clients, they responded really well. And you can clearly see the performance. Last year, the model portfolio gave returns of 45% with 16% alpha over the benchmark. And I believe, again, this is the power of our proposition. As an advisor, we always tell you that spend time on getting more clients and leave everything else with our product team. So don't have to create the portfolio for your clients. Don't have to monitor the portfolio day in, day out. It will be done for you, and you can just get the results for your clients. Looking at the industry last year, in spite of market have done well, still we have seen the negative flows as far as lump sum investment is concerned. But one more thing which was very heartening, like last year also, which is SIP. And we have seen 2 lakh crores coming in only through SIPs last financial year. And in fact, today there was a news in paper that April also started well. We have crossed 20,000 crores in the SIP in this financial year. And I guess we are expecting about 25,000 crores by March 25. How have we performed on the SIP? So our SIP book went up by 39% in last financial year. Our average SIP per account was 40,000 rupees, which has moved to now 42,000 rupees. And the penetration has moved from 27% to 32%. But I believe this is one area of improvement for all of us, where all your clients, those 68% clients on the platform still not have signed for the SIP. So any client of yours having regular income, I think we must go back to them and tell them that why they should have a SIP. We have as low as 15,000 rupees, where you can get the model portfolio. And every new client whom you onboard, I think we should sign the SIP if he has a regular income. So that is definitely an area of improvement for all of us. So what is the success mantra? If you want to really get success on our platform, I think there are 3 things which we all must do. Which are those 3 things? The first is the balance sheet approach. I'm sure you all know that we do not go to the client and sell a particular product. We always try and understand what is his current portfolio, be it mutual fund, be it stocks, be it PMSs, and we try and help him in understanding what is the exact return, what is getting, where is he standing today. And if you all must have seen the our new portfolio review analysis, where we actually tell him that your overall returns on the overall portfolio is so much. So for example, whatever transaction he has done, all purchases, all redemptions, take into consideration what is the IRR. Trust me friends, many of them are not aware about their actual IRR. We also tell him that what is the returns Nifty has delivered during such time. So obviously the alpha, whether he's able to get the alpha or no. So of course, when he's not knowing the returns, alpha of course is not aware about it. We also tell him what is the risk of his portfolio, simply what is the standard deviation of his portfolio which is not aware of it. The most important is what is the allocation into large cap, mid cap and small cap. And we have seen last year what is the importance of having right allocation. And that actually is a moment of truth when you tell him that, look, your returns are so much. And during the same time, the model portfolio of AR has delivered so much returns. That is where, we can get more monies from the client. So I think this one thing, which we all must follow rigorously. So let's see how we have performed on this particular parameter. So last year, we have reviewed 681 portfolios across 104 partners. The first question is, why not all? Only 100 partners have done the portfolio review. And which means 6.5 portfolios per annum per partner. I think we all can have, we all can do 6 portfolios per month. That is one thing I think we can definitely look into it. Look at the conversion. We have converted 35% of the portfolios out of 681, 235 portfolios were converted, which means 65% portfolio can still get converted. When we have gone back to the client last year, I told him that, look, your portfolio is performing so much returns and, our portfolio would have done so much, but still he has not taken the action. We can still go back to him today and tell him that, look, you have not taken the action, but our portfolio has delivered so much returns. So what is the cost of you not taking the action is what we can go back and tell them to these 65% clients. Another important thing is that the portfolio which are converted, we could get 45% of the portfolio which was reviewed, which means 55% portfolio can still get converted here. And the reason can be he wanted to try with a small amount initially, or maybe short term, the portfolio was short term. So this year we can again go back and get that portfolio converted. That is another opportunity for all of us. And you can clearly see what is the average ticket size for the clients who have come on the board after reviewing the portfolio. It is 35 lakhs, as against the 12.5 lakh is the overall number of accounts that we've onboarded last year, and the average of that is 12.5 lakhs versus the 35 lakhs those who have reviewed the portfolio. So I think this is a very important tool which all of you can take advantage and ensure that all the clients that you onboard, we must get their current portfolio reviewed. That is one. The second is knowledge bites. You all must have seen that every month, every quarter, we send various notes to you, right? And I've mentioned a couple of notes which are, we are sending every month or every quarter, which is equity market view. So this is a question which all of us we get every time that market kya lagta hai. And typically, as an advisor, we try and give him general answer. But instead of that, if we can give him the answer with facts, figures and data. For example, if you talk about the long-term view of the equity and you tell him that what does the GDP number look like, we talk about the inflation, we talk about the tax collection, we talk about the earnings of the corporates. And if you can just relate the earnings of the corporates and tell him how can we use this data and tell you that what is the reasonable level of Nifty. That will give him conviction whether he can invest now or he can wait or whatever, or in staggered manner. That is one thing. This year is the election year. Right now we are going through the process of election. Since last year, so many customers asking about election hai to rukna hai, yeah, we'll invest after the election. But this mandate 24, this was a fantastic note that we released, which spoke about last 5 general elections, and the typically the what it's seen from that note is that the perceived risk of the election year is much higher than what it is. In fact, there is no risk. Election years on all 5 elections, the returns have been much better. That is another note that you all can use, or we could have used this note. And of course, investing at market all-time high. Such notes has a lot of data, and if you use the data and explain to a client with data, I think data gives more conviction. Along with this, a lot of product notes that we released, where we spoke about Why not PMS and why mutual funds? I'm sure you must be getting those queries also. Or direct versus regular investments. We change our portfolio and debt from normal debt funds to arbitrage funds. So how arbitrage fund can be an alternative for debt funds. So such notes, if you can get expertise of how can you explain these notes to your clients, I'm sure you can get more monies from them. That's the second thing that I think we all should do rigorously. And third, of course, the marketing activities, because whom will go and talk. So you'll have to meet more number of clients. And we said last time that we'll help you out in doing email campaign and WhatsApp campaign. So this is what activities all partners have done. So around 15 partners took advantage of email campaign. We did about 167 campaigns, about 900 leads we could generate from the email. 84 partners did the WhatsApp campaign and got some around 1500 leads. So total 2400 leads we could generate amongst 90 partners, which is about 27 leads they got in a year, which is 2 leads a day, a month, sorry. But I think even this number can go up. So actually, if you look at these 3 things, which I spoke about, if we can do these 3 things rigorously, the numbers we're looking at, which is 3 crores or 6 crores or 12 crores or 15 crores, I think these numbers can easily achieved. So that's it for the, for future, what we should do. Talking about this year, what challenges that we are anticipating. Now that clients have seen extremely good returns, so obviously this is a time we have to set expectations. Ki boss, this is not going to be the every year. So we have to set his right expectation as far as returns are concerned. And secondly, of course, the SP penetration, especially in this time, clients may tell you that 14% returns look less when you look at the mutual funds. I think these 2 challenges we'll try and address during our panel discussion today. So that's it from my side. Wish you all the best for this financial year. As I mentioned earlier that we had 10 partners last year, 14 partners last year. We had 25 partners this year. The agenda for this financial year is Ab ki baar 50 par. So we're looking at least 50 partners getting felicitated next year. Thank you and all the best.